Hello, if you don't know already, this is an EJ25 piston. I have the opportunity to show you this part because we tore apart an engine and I thought it'd be really cool to show you the size and a few little things about it. So this piston from an EJ25 engine, that's a 4-cylinder engine, and that means there are 4 pistons. There are 4 cylinders that this part pumps into. So each one has their own cylinder. And if you look right up there, normally there are 2 rings up here of the silver. I took one out, and this is what it looks like. This is called the piston ring. So if somebody has bad piston rings, that means this ring around the top, that means it's bad. There's some issue with that ring causing the engine to lose compression and to leak oil or to burn oil. So yeah, this is really bad for your engine. It can make it not start, all kinds of things. Yeah, changing piston rings isn't horrible in itself. It's just hard to get down to the pistons. You need a lot of space to spread apart all of your parts and make sure that everything gets put back in place the right way. And there is a process you have to follow. Like, you need to keep your stuff very clean, otherwise you can damage the internals of your engine. You want to soak your pistons in kerosene, and you want to make sure you use the right tools. Because you see this ring, how it has this gap right there, that gap. There's a tool, I think it's called the compressor tool, a ring compressor, and it squeezes that together when it's around your piston so that it's the right tolerance. There's another tool that measures your tolerance all the way around this, and that makes sure that it has the right fit and that it will not leak. So read up on that if you're going to be changing piston rings. But it's good to have the visual beforehand that this is what it looks like. This is the size in EJ25. And I have another part I can show you. A crankshaft. Here's a crankshaft. This is how it looks in an EJ25. If you look at it, it's attached with these little nuts right there. If you take apart your engine, there are a lot of torque specs that you need to follow. And if you don't, parts can come apart in your engine. That's really bad. So always use a torque wrench and know what torque to use. Yeah. I like this because it's a good visual. And if you don't know what a crankshaft looks like, then now you do. So here's another thing. When you take apart your EJ engine, if you haven't changed your head gaskets before, you might as well, because they might go bad at some point. Especially if it's an older Subaru. So these are 2 different head gaskets made by Subaru. The old head gaskets were actually a single layer, and they go bad a lot more often than the new ones because they weren't reinforced. On the new ones, they're layered. You can see the different layers in there, and that helps prevent leaks. On the old one, there's no layers, it's just one slice. So if you do replace your head gaskets, make sure you have a layered one. Some people just choose to replace all the gaskets that they come in contact with when they are doing repairs to their engine. Might as well replace them if they're already open, because they're a pain in the butt to get to. Especially head gaskets. They're right next to those pistons. Yep. Just a little bit of stuff to look at. So have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.